right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. As always, drop those tickers and questions in chat. Really just got to recap PRZO from Friday. This was, just a really good, intersection and great example of, what your real goal is to do every day. And that's what I try and do on pre-market prep is, remember, the whole idea is, like the primary objective is to teach guys the process. Like most people come here with thinking the primary objective is, give me the best, give me a pick, give me the best stock of the day, which PRZO was obviously that. But the primary goal is to teach you guys why, what to look for and why PRZO was the number one. And, this is an email I sent out to everybody in the daily income trader system. Alex will drop a link. You can join those webinars. You can be on pre-market prep every day. Go live at noon as well. Bryce is there. Matt's there. There's Caleb's there. There's webinars all day long. But the point is the PRZO, we went over it on Friday morning, 8:28 a.m. Before the even start of the webinar, I'm like, listen, it's low flow, it's good volume, it has news, it's a failed IPO, drones are hot, okay? This is Friday, remind you, before any of the events of the weekend, okay? Then we get to the end of the webinar, I'm like, hey guys, look at the volume on this thing. When you look at the volume, all patterns apply on this, okay? Buy in pre, sell in pre, we talked about the $1 cross. And this is at 8:44 a.m. Like, you can trade the Oracle signal. You can trade a 9:45 dip and rip. You can trade an afternoon VWAP hold. And if it closes strong, it's the number one week open red to green for Monday. You go into 9:12 a.m. PRZO, 2x float rotation. So basically, it's the only stock that I really even had any desire to trade on Friday. Everything else was kind of mediocre. And then, right here, another great day on pre-market prep. If you were there, you were ready for the dollar cross. Buy in pre, sell in free, float rotation, holding above the dollar, cheap and available short locates. Remember, that's the fuel we get. So we got the cheap and available locates on Friday, and that's why it did what it did. Standard dip and rip pattern here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that being said, fast forward to today, guess what the number one is, okay? So hit me with questions. I'm here for questions, but it's the only one. And then the thing is, keep in mind, and as always, we don't talk politics, we don't talk politics, we don't talk politics. I always say it 3 times so that everyone hears me. But at the end of the day, it's also an Israeli drone play, and I'm sure everyone saw the news over the weekend. So now it's basically, it goes from a short squeeze to now more or less a fundamental play at the end of the day, because now it's a story stock and it's on everybody's radar because it was up so much on Friday. So, hit me with tickers in the Discord or in YouTube. Seeing a lot of chatter. Let's keep it on tickers. Chatter, 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 chatter. Of course, I guess, listen, if everybody's chattering because nobody cares about anything but PRZO, I'm not going to argue with you. So I saw a couple mentions of TTOO. Again, guys, one more time. You could have this email. I saw a comment how do I get these alerts? Alex will link the daily income trader system. You can join. You could have these alerts. TTOO, same as every day. Oracle signal. It's the same thing for 4 months now. So, AULT. Oh, it's aerospace. Okay, so it's the hot sector. So dip and rip on AUL. What's the float? Yeah, 6 million float. So and again, guys, I'll say it again. The hot sector is going to be defense plays. It's going to be drone plays. It's going to be weapons plays. That is not a political statement. It is the reality, okay? So when I say it's hot or it's a trend, Remember, much like with COVID or cancer or any of these things, I say the same thing. It's not like we're happy to see cancer plays. It's not like we're happy to see pandemic plays. But at the end of the day, we're here to trade stocks and make money, so we recognize where the opportunity is. It's not like, yay, cancer, yay, diseases, yay, war. It is not that. Now, if you want that, you can go elsewhere. But if you want to find trading opportunities, we're looking for trading opportunities here. MTech. What do these guys do? Is it military play? Let me take a look. What do these guys do? AI. Okay, well, look. Oh, gee, guess what? They got a freaking drone and a guy in full kitted up in some sort of like military raid vehicle. All right, there's a good example, okay? Right on their webpage. Drones, kitted up dudes. So anyway, geez, decent breakout too. Is this thing on Oracle? Yeah, so Oracle Signal afternoon VWAP hold. So, MTech. AWIN, a lot of mentions. The Death Copter. Oh, hey, all right. Remember, these guys are the ones that make the that Death Machine holo bike. But they've been working with that FAA partner. Okay, nice. Man, a lot of overhead resistance, but you're not far from a breakout. I'd just say wait for a breakout. Don't anticipate, react. Total trash. So again, some of you guys asking about, the effect on the market. Remember, we don't anticipate, we react. Okay. There's always going to be trades, though. Okay. Listen, there were once the market reopened. Remember, they closed it for 9/11. There were still trades after that. So, and again, I feel like a lot of you guys want me to like make some sort of commentary on this. I'm not going to. Okay, because at the end of the day, I mean, you guys know I'm very opinionated and I have my opinions on everything. But again, this isn't the place for it, okay? And at the end of the day, whatever the market will do, whatever the market will do, and you can worry about it and you can miss opportunities, or you can be prepared and look for drone plays like PRZO or MTech or other military related or cybersecurity plays. I mean, there's always going to be trading opportunities out there. So, again, I know it's getting a little repetitive, but I'm just basing it on the comments. Remember, you guys run the webinar. So people keep asking the same question, so I address that question. So, MTech, we already talked. CEI. CEI do anything? Break above previous day's highs. Or Friday's highs. GRTS. Man, is GRTS still alive? Yeah. Pushes through 3. This thing is very resilient. Oops. ABVC, I see several mentions. ABVC, whoops. No volume on ABVC. VCNX. Light volume. failed the breakout. Yeah, listen, you could keep VCNX on your radar, but it's just been sideways for a week. So yeah, AULT. Whoops, I'm on the laptop, so sometimes I forget. AULT is a dip and rip. Let me get that in the. I forgot to post it in the Discord. So there we go. I did forget to post the notes. Okay, looks like I'm caught up on questions. Listen, PRZO. I end as I began, as always. To me, it's not more. And I go back to, again, that point we talked about, like on top of it, listen, PRZO was by far the best stock of the day on Friday, and that was before the situation broke out in the Middle East, and this is an Israeli drone play, okay? And people are still shorting it, and it's still squeezing, and now it has gone from, Friday, it was a fundamental, or Friday, it was just a technical, just a squeeze play, like a chart pattern. In my opinion, today, it's now rotated over to a fundamental play as well. People are going to see, a lot of traders that never knew about it. I mean, listen, 99% of people missed PRZO on Friday because they weren't on pre-market prep. Like, we crushed it. We were all over it. It was basically the only stock we talked about for 2 hours on the webinars. We were all over it. The fact is, 90% of the trading population is not as smart or as prepared or as disciplined as we are. Remember, the reason we trade penny stocks is because our competition is the dumbest, laziest, most undisciplined people on the planet. That's our competition. So 90% of the people had no idea what PRZO did today. Guess what? They know what it did, or what it did Friday. They're all FOMO'd up today, especially when you base it on the fact that it's an Israeli drone play. So there you go. Is it the only stock? No. Is it number one? Yes. Check out the daily income trader system. You could have been on Friday's webinars, and I'll see you next time.